We got a lot of sauce here, ladies and gentlemen. We're hearing about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. We also have a dev that went pretty hard at Xbox for like no reason whatsoever. We're also hearing that Cyberpunk E3 2018 demo was entirely fake. This is just next level. I just cannot believe it. Moral of the story here is that do not believe anybody, not even yourself. We got 8 stories at our hands, so let's go for 3 likes on the video. But coming in at number 8, the homie Mr. Demon Reacher added me in the situation. This was a last minute decision because there is a lot of sauce out here. I'm gonna be adding this in the video. We're hearing that A Way Out sold 3.5 million units, says creator Joseph Fares, and IGN actually made an article on this situation. They say that not even EA thought A Way Out would sell. Joseph Fares on why he's making games in a genre he had to invent. He says, hey, we're best in the world because nobody else is doing it. And personally, I have not played A Way Out, but I have heard a lot of really good things about it. And then out of nowhere, the man just 180s and start talking about the Xbox by saying that, hey, that's a effing confusing name. What the F is going on with Microsoft? They're losing it, man. What the F is going on? Like Series X, S, Max, and Next. I mean, who knows this? Come on, madness. Call it the Microsoft box and that's it. I don't know. It's a total effing mess. Trust me. Even them, they're confused in their offices. What is this XS? I don't know what the F. Then IGN says he collects himself for a second and continues by saying anyway. The man got no chill out here, and I really do not know what's happening to the streets. Like everywhere I'm looking, the streets are crying, yo. We got a UFC fighter Holloway, and during a press conference of UFC, he talked about Warzone, and the situation is hilarious, man. Check this out.
I didn't bring no gaming system up here, but it looks like actually I did it at the best time because right now there's this gun called the DMR. So it's called the DMR zone right now. It's tough, and then I just see my friend them. I watched all my friend them stream, and the stim glitches is back, and the unlimited flash stun glitches is back. I'm like, man, I'm not missing nothing. So it's a great time to be off of Warzone.
Yeah, it is a great time to be out of Warzone. I'll say that much, okay? Homie spitting facts, okay? No cap was detected in this one. But coming in at number 6, we're hearing that The Last of Us Part 2 sound designer joins God of War Ragnarok developer. Now, obviously, I think the time is not, and I really think that they're crunching at Santa Monica Studio and they're actually saucing it up, maybe polishing the game. And there has been a lot of job openings at Santa Monica, and I really do think that they are just crunching the game right now. And there has been a lot of claims out there. For example, like Jason Schreier, he came out recently and he said that Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy is not the only game that's going to be delayed in 2021. There will be a lot of other games that's going to be delayed in 2021 to 2022. And part of me feels like that God of War is going to be that game, but let's hope not. I view this as good news, but obviously time will tell us for sure. But coming in at number 5, this situation is crazy. Bloomberg made an article, and obviously I cannot read it because they say that you gotta subscribe for $1.99 per month, and I'm like, hey, seriously, just give them all. Okay, we're gonna open up the incognito tab. And Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, you know, the guy who has Uno, the guy who has Switch lobbies, like he would switch lobbies in Call of Duty due to the skill-based matchmaking, right? He switched from Kotaku and he's now with Bloomberg, and he made a massive article, okay? And there is a lot of really, really good information here. There's a lot of crazy information, and I'll go through it like tuck. He says that Cyberpunk proper development started late 2016 and not like back in like 2012 or 2013. So the game has been in development for almost like 4 or 5 years. Honestly, that kind of makes sense, right? This game, they did not spend 8 years. And before we go any further, I want to make it very clear here. Let's not go hard at the homies, all right? Let's attack the ideas, not the homies. This is important because the situation is a complete mess. He says that much of CD Projekt focus, according to several people who worked on Cyberpunk 2077, was on impressing the outside world. A slice of gameplay was showcased at E3 in 2018. It showed the main character embarking on a mission, giving players a grand tour of the seedy, crime-ridden Night City. Fans and journalists were wowed by Cyberpunk 2077's ambition and scale. What they didn't know was that the demo was almost entirely fake. Moral of the story here in this one is that do not trust anyone, not even yourself. That is the story. And you know what? An expert kind of came out of nowhere inside Cyberpunk 2077 disastrous rollout, and he replies by saying, that's what you get when you have marketing deals with Xbox. Please, PlayStation, bring CD Projekt Red to the right path once again. And another man says that, hey, this has nothing to do with Xbox or Microsoft. These are facts. It got none to do with Microsoft and Xbox. And I think the only reason Microsoft didn't gangbang Cyberpunk from their store is because they are really in marketing deals. In my opinion, Microsoft have done the right thing by actually offering refunds but not removing the game from the store. Like, if you want to purchase the game, you can buy it, but if you want a refund, we're there, right? That's like what I see Microsoft doing. But PlayStation, on the other hand, they're like, nah, fam, you're gonna F around with my money, G. You're at number 4. Adam, who's the head of the studio at CD Projekt Red, he replied by saying, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but 2 main things here are that he says that as for missing features, that's part of the creation process, which I will get to in just a little bit. It's hard for a trade show game demo not to be a test of vision or vertical slice 2 years before the game ships, but that doesn't mean it's fake. Compare the demo with the game, look at the dum-dum scene or the car chase. What the people reading your article may not know is that games are not made in a linear fashion and start looking like the final product only a few months before launch. He's taking it on the chin out here, and you know what, massive respect for that one. And once again, let's not attack the homie, let's attack the ideas. He also does say a lot of stuff that a lot of people are disagreeing with, myself included. For example, he says that the E3 demo, you know, the final product is better than the E3 demo. And I have to say this, if you have the RTX 40 billion Ti on your PC Master Race, the game does look beautiful over on the PC if you have that high-end PC, right? But even then, when you compare the final product with something that is 2 years old, the E3 2018 demo, the E3 2018 demo hit me in the G-spot like nothing has ever hit me in the G-spot. Facts, no printer here, okay? Because the atmosphere, the ambiance, the NPCs, look at the pedestrians, dog. And in the final product, the streets are crying. It almost feels like that the game catch the Roni situation and now everybody's at home. Seriously, give them all that one, okay? And like more and more stuff is coming up. And I have to stress this, hey, the story is pretty decent, but everything other than that, like the NPCs, lack of things to do in an open world game, plus like the subway station, the cut features, the cop system in the game is completely broken. It's like you shoot one bullet and the cop will spawn in your hole, right? And the experts are just not stopping. We even got Dr. Inibao here who says that, hey, our final game looks and plays way better than the demo ever was. Not true, the demo didn't have any bugs or glitches, which isn't the case even on a high-end PC. And the product, James, a man from the street, says, it's funny you defend that car chase when I literally just finished watching Angry Joe set his controller down during that chase, and the exact same thing happens no matter what you do. The car chases are seriously awful and meaningless. And I can show you the look around the streets, and trust me, man, there is a lot of sauce out here. Like, we can be here for days and days on end, and it's just not gonna stop here. And my expertise on the situation here is that I respect their apology, I respect them owning up to it, and I respect the fact that they're saying that they're gonna be delivering on the promise, they're gonna be correcting their mistake, they're gonna be deploying patches. Obviously that is yet to be seen, but I believe in that unless otherwise. But hey man, this game was supposed to save the gaming community, not join Activision, not join EA and Bethesda. The only thing that will save us is gonna be GTA 6 on God, okay? But coming in at number 2, Tom Henderson, aka The Long Sensation. He made a video on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer Leaks. He's the savior of the community, and let me go through his credibility real quick, like tack, because this man has leaked Call of Duty 2019, Call of Duty 2020, Warzone, even Modern Warfare 2 Remastered single player, and now he's leaking GTA 6, he's leaking Battlefield 6, and this man is the savior of the community. And he recently did a live stream, and I did cover those leaks in a video a while ago, but I completely missed the fact that he has uploaded a video and did talk about Modern Warfare 3 Remastered and Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. And here's what he says. He says that Sledgehammer Games could be working on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer and Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. One of their multiple projects is Modern Warfare 3 Remastered Campaign. This multiple projects is something that we talked about like a year ago, even just recently, and even I speculated that, hey, they could be working on a remastered Call of Duty like a year ago at this point, and says their plan is to put together a Modern Warfare Remastered Multiplayer trilogy, but he's not sure about the release time, but he expects Modern Warfare 3 Remastered Campaign to drop this year in between Call of Duty 2021. Also claims that remasters will happen when their numbers are bad. And right now we all know that Warzone has bloated their numbers and they're making Benjis on an hourly basis, okay? So for now, do not expect a multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Do not even expect it for Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. It do be like this, ladies and gentlemen. But coming in at number 1, we're hitting the Final Fantasy VII. This is a remake, by the way. Final Fantasy VII Remake for PS5 could be announced in February. All of this is coming from Naptra, who's a video game leaker on Reset Era, who has a pretty solid track record. That's what PSU is saying, so only time will tell us for sure. But check out a video on the screen, and as these two ladies once said,
what are you waiting for? Subscribe!
Listen to them, and I'll see you in the next one, baby.